Hey there, fellow boomers, and everyone tuning in. Welcome back to the Healthy 60, the go-to spot for practical, science-backed health advice that helps us thrive in our prime years. I'm your doctor, and if you've ever woken up groggy after a night of fitful sleep, feeling like you aged a decade overnight, this video is for you. Today, we're diving headfirst into Boomer Sleep Crisis, Beat Insomnia, and Reset Your Aging Body Clock Naturally. Buckle up. We're about to turn those sleepless nights into restorative slumbers. Let me start with a question I ask my patients almost every day. When was the last time you slept through the night and woke up feeling refreshed? Picture this. It's 2:37 a.m. The house is quiet, the world outside is dark, but your mind is a whirlwind of random thoughts, tomorrow's to-do list, that ache in your knee, or just replaying the day's conversations. You toss, you turn, you check the clock again. 3:15 a.m. Sound familiar? If you're over 50 and struggling with sleep, you are not imagining things, and you are certainly not alone. Millions of baby boomers are trapped in this nightly cycle of tossing, turning, waking at 2 or 3 a.m., or feeling utterly exhausted despite spending 8 hours in bed. This isn't just frustrating, it's physically damaging, robbing us of the vitality we need to enjoy retirement, family time, and all the adventures life still has in store. For decades, poor sleep was dismissed as a normal, unavoidable part of aging. Doctors might have shrugged and said, "That's just what happens when you get older." Friends and family echoed the same. Join the club. But let's set the record straight. Modern sleep science tells a very different story. Insomnia after 50 is not inevitable. It's biological, yes, but it's also reversible and often correctable without resorting to heavy medication or gimmicky gadgets. We're talking about real, sustainable changes that align with how our bodies are wired. This widespread problem has a name: the boomer sleep crisis, and it's not hyperbole. According to data from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, up to 50% of adults over 50 report chronic sleep issues, a rate higher than in younger generations. Why? Our lives are busier than ever. Retirement doesn't mean slowing down for many of us. And combined with physiological shifts, it's a perfect storm for disrupted rest. But here's why this matters deeply. Sleep is not a luxury. It's not downtime or a break from the grind. It's the essential process when your brain clears out toxins like beta amyloid, the stuff linked to Alzheimer's, your immune system resets and fights off invaders, your hormones rebalance for better mood and energy, and your body repairs tissues, muscles, and even DNA damage from the day. When sleep breaks down, everything else follows: memory fog, irritable moods, sluggish metabolism, heightened heart disease risk, and yes, even a shortened lifespan. Studies from the National Institutes of Health link chronic insomnia to a 20 to 30% increased risk of cardiovascular events and cognitive decline. Tonight, or whenever you're watching this, we're going to arm you with knowledge and tools. We'll cover why sleep changes so dramatically after age 50, backed by the latest research. What's really happening to your internal body clock and how it's drifting off course. Why sleep medications often fail long-term, leaving you worse off. And most importantly, how to naturally reset your aging circadian rhythm using science-backed strategies that are simple, affordable, and effective. This isn't about chasing that elusive, perfect sleep every night. Life happens after all. It's about restoring your biological rhythm so you can fall asleep easier, stay asleep longer, and wake up ready to seize the day. If you're ready to say goodbye to those zombie mornings, stick with me. By the end, you'll have a personalized toolkit to reclaim your nights. Let's jump in. When patients say, "I've tried everything," what they usually mean is they've tried sedating the brain, not fixing the clock. Let's get to the root of the problem. Sleep isn't just about closing your eyes and hoping for the best. It's controlled by two intricate systems that must work in harmony: the circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour timing system that dictates when you feel alert or drowsy; sleep pressure, the gradual buildup of fatigue throughout the day driven by adenosine accumulation in the brain. First up, the aging circadian clock. At the center of your brain sits a tiny but mighty structure called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN. This is your master clock, syncing every cell in your body to the day's rhythm. It responds to cues like light, darkness, meals, movement, and hormones. But as we age, things start to glitch. The SCN becomes less sensitive to light signals, meaning morning sunlight doesn't wake your system as effectively. Melatonin production, the hormone that signals it's time to wind down, declines by up to 50% by age 60. Overall clock signals weaken and fragment, leading to a shorter internal day, sometimes as little as 23 hours. The fallout? Earlier evening sleepiness, hello, nodding off during your favorite show. Early morning awakenings, wide awake at 4 a.m., difficulty staying asleep through the night, and reduced amounts of deep restorative slow-wave sleep and REM sleep, the stages where memory consolidation and dreaming happen. This isn't just anxiety or stress alone, it's biological timing drift, as confirmed by a 2023 study in the Journal of Pineal Research, which showed that older adults' circadian phases advance by 1 to 2 hours, throwing everything off kilter. Second, hormonal shifts after 50. Sleep doesn't happen in a vacuum. It depends on a delicate hormonal balance. As we hit menopause for women or andropause for men, estrogen and progesterone decline sharply, which can lead to hot flashes, night sweats, and fragmented sleep. Testosterone decreases gradually, affecting muscle repair and overall sleep depth. Cortisol rhythms, the stress hormone, flatten out, meaning you don't get that natural evening dip that promotes relaxation. Growth hormone release, which peaks during deep sleep, diminishes, creating a vicious cycle where poor sleep further reduces it. These changes don't just make sleep lighter and more fragile, they increase nighttime awakenings, heighten pain sensitivity, making that old injury flare up at midnight, and raise nighttime anxiety. A 2022 review in Menopause Journal highlighted how hormonal dips contribute to a 40% rise in insomnia reports among postmenopausal women. Third, inflammation and inflammaging. Aging isn't just about wrinkles. It's associated with chronic low-grade inflammation, cleverly dubbed inflammaging by researchers. This subtle fire in the body interferes with key sleep pathways. It disrupts GABA signaling, the brain's calm-down chemical. It hampers serotonin production, which is crucial for mood and sleep onset. It suppresses melatonin synthesis, further weakening your clock. Worse yet, poor sleep then amps up inflammation, creating a self-reinforcing loop. Think of it like a snowball rolling downhill. A 2024 study in Nature Reviews Immunology linked inflammaging to a 25% reduction in sleep efficiency among older adults, explaining why boomers report more sleep complaints than their parents did at the same age. Our diets, pollution exposure, and sedentary lifestyles fuel this fire more intensely. The result? We're sleeping worse than any generation before, but the silver lining is that understanding these mechanisms gives us the power to intervene naturally. Sedation is not the same thing as sleep. Now let's address the elephant in the room, those little pills many of us reach for in desperation. Prescription sleep aids like Ambien or Lunesta, and over-the-counter options like diphenhydramine, found in Benadryl or Nitol, promise quick relief. And sure, they might knock you out temporarily. But here's the harsh truth. They suppress natural sleep architecture, the very structure that makes sleep restorative. These meds work by flooding your brain with sedatives, essentially forcing shutdown, but they reduce the time spent in slow-wave sleep, where physical repair happens, and REM sleep, essential for emotional processing and memory. Over time, this leads to rebound insomnia when you stop, plus increased risks like falls, a big concern for us boomers, memory fog, daytime drowsiness, and even dependency. A landmark 2021 study in JAMA Psychiatry found that long-term use of benzodiazepines increases dementia risk by 50% in older adults. Many boomers notice the pattern. Medications stop working after a few weeks, doses creep up, and overall sleep quality worsens. Why? Because they're treating the symptom, wakefulness, not the cause, disrupted rhythms. That's why modern research, including guidelines from the American College of Physicians, shifts focus to circadian regulation over sedation. Natural methods build resilience, pills often erode it. This is one of the most exciting discoveries in modern sleep medicine. Shifting gears to something revolutionary, did you know your sleep might be starting in your belly? A 2023 systematic review of 76 randomized controlled trials, published in Nutrients by Kamad D and colleagues, found that probiotics and vitamin B complexes significantly improve sleep quality in adults and elderly populations. This isn't woo-woo, it's hard science linking your gut to your ZZs. Why does the gut matter? Because sleep begins in the gut-brain axis, your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living there, produces precursors for neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, regulates inflammation, keeping inflammaging in check, influences cortisol rhythms, helping you wind down at night, communicates directly with the brain via the vagus nerve, sending signals that promote relaxation. Get this, over 90% of your body's serotonin is produced in the gut, and serotonin is the building block for melatonin. If your gut is out of whack, from antibiotics, poor diet, or age-related changes, sleep suffers. Probiotics and sleep quality. Clinical trials in this review showed probiotics, like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium strains, can improve sleep efficiency by 10 to 15%, reduce nighttime awakenings, and lower anxiety that keeps you up. They work by restoring microbial balance without any sedation or dependency. Imagine popping a yogurt or supplement and feeling your body clock sync up naturally. Vitamin B complex and circadian support. Vitamins B6 and B12 are MVPs here, essential for melatonin synthesis, neurotransmitter balance, and strengthening circadian signals. Deficiencies are rampant after 50. Up to 30% of older adults lack B12 due to reduced absorption, and they're linked to fragmented sleep, early awakenings, and shallow rest. The study noted that supplementing B vitamins improves sleep depth in participants over 60, with effects noticeable in as little as 2 weeks. This gut-sleep link is a game-changer, offering a foundational fix that's easy to incorporate. Melatonin doesn't make you sleep. It tells your body when to sleep. Speaking of melatonin, let's clarify its role. Multiple reviews from 2023 to 2025, including an umbrella review by L.J. et al. In Complementary Therapies in Medicine and a narrative review by Conti F. in Nutrition Reviews, confirm melatonin reduces sleep onset latency, how long it takes to doze off, improves total sleep time, and resets circadian rhythms in older adults. But here's the key: treat it as a timing cue, not a sledgehammer. Effective strategies include low doses, 0.3 to 1 milligram, to mimic natural levels. Higher can desensitize receptors and worsen issues. Taken 2 to 3 hours before bed to align with your clock. Used consistently but not forever. Cycle off occasionally. Melatonin shines when paired with lifestyle tweaks. Morning light exposure to suppress daytime melatonin, consistent sleep timing to anchor your rhythm, and evening light reduction, dim lights, blue blockers. The studies showed older adults with disrupted cycles saw up to 30 minutes more sleep per night without grogginess. Sleep begins in the nervous system, not the mattress. You don't need fancy equipment, just your body and mind. That same 2023 umbrella review by LJ found that yoga, tai chi, and meditation significantly improve sleep quality and reduce insomnia severity in older adults, often rivaling cognitive behavioral therapy. Why? These practices activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode, lower cortisol spikes, and improve circadian alignment by syncing breath and movement. Just 10 to 20 minutes daily, think gentle yoga poses before bed or a quick meditation app session, produces measurable benefits like 20% fewer awakenings per trial data. Start small. A simple Tai Chi routine or mindfulness breathing can reset your nervous system, making sleep come naturally. From the 2025 narrative review by Conti F., several nutrients stand out for their evidence-based punch. Magnesium, enhances GABA activity, reduces muscle tension, and deepens sleep. Aim for 300 to 400 milligrams from foods like spinach or supplements. Omega-3 fatty acids lower inflammation and support serotonin pathways. Fish oil users report better sleep continuity. Tart cherry juice, a natural melatonin source that boosts sleep duration by 84 minutes in studies. Kiwi fruit, packed with serotonin boosters, eating 2 an hour before bed improves efficiency. These food-based supports work gradually but sustainably, building better habits over time. Not all sleep herbs are equal, and science matters. A 2021 systematic review by Faizi F. et al. In evidence-based complementary and alternative medicine vetted herbs like chamomile, mild GABAergic calming for relaxation. Passion flower reduces anxiety, improves continuity. Lavender lowers arousal via aromatherapy or tea. Valerian, mixed but positive in combos with hops for awakenings. Umbrella reviews noted light therapy and valerian alone as less effective, so combine wisely. Light is the most powerful sleep drug you'll ever use. Morning light anchors your rhythm, evening light delays it. Boomers often get too little AM exposure and too much PM screens. Fix it, 30 minutes outside at dawn, dim lights after sunset. Studies show this boosts melatonin by 50%. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. Week 1, fixed wake up, morning sun, cut caffeine, post-noon. Week 2, add magnesium/probiotics, evening stretches. Week 3, low-dose melatonin, mind-body practice. Week 4, cool bedroom, track progress, tweak. Most see gains in 2 to 4 weeks. Poor sleep after 50 is common, but it is not inevitable. Science confirms problems are reversible, clocks resettable, natural strategies effective when combined. Your body knows how to sleep, it needs the right signals. If this helped, subscribe for more. Sleep well, your future depends on it.